Hello, I am Deacon Don Greenway from Christ the King, and we will close our week today by reading from Matthew 12, verses 1 and 2. Jesus was going through a field of grain on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry and began to pick the heads of grain and eat them. When the Pharisees saw this, they said to him, "See, your disciples are doing what is unlawful to do on the Sabbath." In 1997, my wife and I had the privilege of going on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. During part of this pilgrimage, we stayed in a hotel in Jerusalem and happened to be there on the Jewish Sabbath. On the Sabbath, the Orthodox Jews, also known as Hasidic Jews, follow the strict laws of the 10 Commandments, and they could do no work of any kind. Over the years, the Pharisees have added 39 forms of work to the third commandment that must be avoided in order to keep the Sabbath holy for these Orthodox Jews. Therefore, they could not even cook or even push the elevator button. So the hotel had a person sitting inside each elevator just to push the button for them, as well as others there, of course, to provide food and their meals. They came to the hotel because they couldn't cook at home either, so they needed food. In the gospel today, the Pharisees harshly judge the disciples of Jesus for what they perceive as a sin, pulling the heads of grain to eat and satisfy their hunger. They were using those added man-made laws to the third commandment to judge Jesus and his followers. Most of us would certainly agree that his disciples had the right to eat, and there was no other food available. What lesson is this teaching us? Do we unfairly judge others? Do we condemn or judge based on rumor? Do we exaggerate the behavior of others as a sin, as the Pharisees did? Do we make an attempt to understand the other person's background before judging them? Remember that these disciples were poor and hungry and were walking with Jesus and were without food. Is judgment of this nature often a result of our own self-righteousness, our self-centeredness, or our selfishness, or our attempt to inflate our own ego? As Christians, if we judge someone's behavior to be a sin, our appropriate action should be to pray for that person, to be of a mindset to help them, and then pray that we can perceive our own sins, especially when we unfairly judge others. Remember, love of others is the great commandment that was given to us by Jesus. We should just leave the rest to him. God bless you and have a wonderful day.